Alright guys, today we're going to be going ahead and showing you a salary cap team for MUT 19 day 1. We're going to be showing you the offense and the defense for this said team. Now, real fast before we get into that, we have Common Day coming in from Football Life 1814 who says, #1 Madden YouTuber for information. I appreciate you so much, my man. Appreciate all you guys watching my content. Like goal for this video is going to be 75 likes. And finally, question of the day, what do you think of this salary cap team I made? Now, I've been getting a lot of requests for a salary cap squad, and obviously the team builder for MUT 19 is not in MUThead yet. So I had to go ahead and use some of my Photoshop skills and make my own team in Photoshop using the MUT 19 players. Now, this whole entire team I'm about to show you is 633, which is, I believe, day 1 cap is always like around 700 for salary cap. So this is under the salary cap. I did not include a kicker or a punter, so obviously you would have to add those in. Most kicker and punters are only 15 anyway, so at the most it might be 663 if you do add a kicker and punter. Now, the last thing I want to say before I show you guys the lineup is that the only issue is that there are more positions in Madden 19 and Madden 18, so I couldn't go ahead and show you, like a slot receiver role. But in all honesty, it's not really too much more added to the list. So you'll see what I'm saying in a second. So let's go ahead and take a look at the offense. Looking at the offense right here, don't mind the top of the screen, just mind the team right here. So this is day 1 offense. We got Sam Bradford, who's 78 overall, good throw power, good throwing stats. I mean, for his price range and how much he's going to be going for, he's going to be amazing. 2 halfbacks with 86 plus speed, which is going to help you out a lot when it comes to being able to pound the rock. And that whole offensive line right there, all based on run blocking. Obviously, day 1, passing the ball is going to be a little more difficult because it's a brand new Madden. A lot of people are going to be running the ball a lot. And based on playing the beta, yeah, running the ball is really necessary. So with that in mind, that's what the offensive line is based on, just straight up all run blockers. Tight ends, same concept. We have a catching speed tight end at the second 69 overall player, and then 76 overall player. He's going to go ahead and be an amazing amazing blocking tight end. I'll leave the names down below if you guys want to see the whole entire team. In the description, you will find all the names of every single player. In case you can't read one of the names because it's blocked or whatever, I'll go ahead and put the names of every single player in the description. So keep that in mind. Now, let's go ahead and look at the receiving core. We have JJ Nelson, who is our slot receiver. He is 88 speed, only 22 salary cap, not too bad. His catching is not the best, but what we have him for is end arounds, wildcat formations, and also just going ahead and throwing a drag route, and he'll be able to outrun most of the defense, especially day 1. We have Robbie Anderson, who is a budget beast with 86 speed and actually some good catching. He might be on rather more the expensive end, but nonetheless, he's going to be a really good receiver to have day 1. And especially with everyone opening up packs, I know people will be quick selling cards to get training points, but at the same time, he should be a nice receiver day 1. Over to the right of the screen, we have Kenny Stills, who again, good speed, good hands. That's why we got him. And then number 4 receiver, he's just in there because we have to fill that slot. As you guys know, who've ever built a salary cap team, a lot of times you just put players in there just because you have to fill a certain spot. It's not because they're good or you want them on your team. You kind of just have to have them on your team. You have to fill 32 different positions, and that's just how it works. So this is the offense. Once again, it is run-based offense. It's a run-blocking offensive line, blocking tight ends, 1 receiving tight end, and a receiving core that just has speed and is going to be able to get open. That's what we want day 1. Good halfbacks, 2 speed halfbacks, low salary cap, definitely going to help you out. And a quarterback whose throw accuracy is, I don't want to say is good, but his throw accuracy is short. I believe Sam Bradford is like 80, which for day 1, going to be great, because all you need to do when it comes to quarterback day 1 is just throw a little dump off, drag routes, slant routes, out routes. You don't really need to throw a 60-yard pass. You don't have the receiving core to go ahead and do that, right? So you want to do a little pass, maybe 5-10 yards, and that's what Sam Bradford is going to be able to go ahead and give you. And you got to be proud of me. I didn't call him Sammy Biscuits. Whew, just did. Love Sammy Biscuits. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and talk about the defense. Now, the defense, there's only one player in the defense that's probably going to cost a good amount of coins. Let's say two. DLC and Adrian Amos. So you might be saying, well, why include them on the list? Because honestly, these players, I feel like a budget beast for the fact of once their price does come down, like let's get a week into the game, these cards are going to be amazing to have on any salary cap lineup. Adrian Amos, 87 speed. DLC, I believe he has 86 speed. DLC, amazing coverage ability. Adrian Amos, 83 zone. Trust me, day one or the first week of Madden, those two guys gonna help you out plenty when it comes to salary cap. Now we have the free safety who would trade Boston. He only has, I believe, like 80 speed, but again, he has amazing coverage ability, and that's why I put him in there. Next guy we have here, as you can see, at the second strong safety spot. He just has really good speed, no really coverage ability. Again, we have to put him in there because we need him there. Now, the linebackers I chose is based on amazing usering. So it's one thing speed, right? Because we want speed at linebacker, especially when we have to kind of give and take certain positions. Speed is something that always is good. If you have a guy who is, let's say, 95 zone and has 60 speed, how well is he going to cover the whole entire field, you know? He's not going to cover the whole entire field at all. He's going to have a lot of issues. But if you have a guy with really good speed and no coverage ability, at least you can go ahead and use that player, and now he's not as much of a liability. And that's what I wanted to focus on for this salary cap lineup. We have Deone Buccannon, who actually I believe has good zone, good hands at 75 catching, and of course, good speed. I believe it's 80 speed. We have the second middle linebacker has 82 speed. Roquan Smith has 80 speed, I believe. And the guy on the right, HAASON, has, I believe, something around 80 speed. So again, very good fast linebackers and also really good users you can use day one. So let's go ahead and look at the, down below secondary. So DRC, of course, leads off our list because, as I've said many times, this card day one, if I can get him on my team, I will. He looks like a monster, especially with the fact of how bad the receivers are going to be day one. I mean, no offense to the, cover athlete Antonio Brown card, but he got 84 speed. And DRC having 86 speed is going to cover him pretty nicely. Going ahead and looking to our right here, we had Bradley Roby. And again, he was actually in my budget, best budget corner videos. And also we have Mr. The third guy is just he has no coverage ability, just straight there because he's fast. And again, he's just there to go ahead and cover the slant routes or drag routes that people go ahead and run. I believe he has like 88 speed. He's ridiculously crazy. And then number 4, again, is he's just there with speed. No real reason. We just have to have a fourth corner, so I went ahead and put him in there. Now, looking at the defensive line, I wanted to go ahead and put a big boy pickup, a big salary cap spender, and that's going to be Danielle Hunter. Obviously, he is a monster of a player, and he might cost a little bit of coinage, but he's going to help you out a lot to secure that left end. And then right end we have Bradley Chubb, which a lot of you guys might already have a couple of these players if you do have your rookie premieres, because of course Bradley Chubb and Roquan Smith was rookie premier players. Now if you do not have them, it's okay. Most likely they'll be really cheap because everyone or a lot of people have those rookie premier cards. They're not going to want to pick up Bradley Chubb or Roquan Smith for that reason. Nonetheless, though, they are going to be very, very nice off the edge. I wanted to focus on pass rush and the ability to get to the quarterback, obviously being pass rush. So that's why I went ahead and chose some of these players. Pass rush is very, very important in Madden 19. I can't stress it enough. I can't stress it enough. The 2D tackles I chose, one was Malcolm Brown, who actually had some good block shed, and the other one, I just kind of chose a random player just for the fact that, there really wasn't a second player I could choose with how much salary cap we have left. So again, normally salary cap is around 700 day one, and I think that's what it's going to be day one for this year. With that in mind, we are at 633 at the moment, so you do have to add a kicker and punter. And again, if you want to add any of the positions, the good thing is I actually added the 2 flex positions, which I believe is a extra left end and I believe a extra cornerback, I believe, if I am correct. I know I had 2 flex positions. So those 2 flexes I added what really good about it is that you can just take those away and then go ahead and add in, you know, other flexes you need, or if there's more positions next year like there will be, you can go ahead and add in some more players for that cause. Of course, kicker and punter never costs that much. It's usually like 15 to 20 salary cap for each one. So again, you're going to have around 40 per salary cap to focus on any other positions you want. And of course, any position you take away, you add to that 40. So if you take away 3 positions, you might have like 70 now to work on a couple positions, right? So with that in mind, guys, hopefully this helped you out. If it did, make sure you go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.